Questions and misconceptions about my dating diaries. Where am I finding these men? Online, but also in person. My app of choice is Hinge, but I'm not opposed to other apps. How do I record my dates? I press record. No, but seriously. Ask for permission and be transparent. How do I date multiple men at the same time? Easy. A date is an opportunity to get to know someone. Nothing more and nothing less. If your net is wider, you'll catch more fish. Don't get caught up on things that ultimately don't matter. Am I using men? Everyone wants to be used, but no one wants to be misused. I'm looking for my husband, but in the meantime, I'm learning new people. And myself. Who's paying for all these dates? The man who asked me on the date. Duh. Why do you date multiple men at the same time? I don't believe it's smart to put all my eggs in one basket, especially prematurely. And ladies, you don't have to have sex with these men. If you want to, more power to you, but it's never a requirement. Do my dates find my videos? Yes, and none of those men have ever been upset with me for them. My videos showcase my experience with someone I'm dating. Do I record all of my dates? Absolutely not. How many dates a week do you go on? It varies, but typically I can go on 3 first dates in a week, no problem. Do I ever get past the first date? I'm actually dating a few guys as we speak, and real men like a little competition. How do I meet so many successful guys? I meet a lot of guys, but I only take seriously guys who are successful. So be selective, but not overly so. Do I do anything else besides date? Of course. I play tennis, I dance, and I like to hang out with my girlfriends. How will you keep this going when you find the one? I won't. My goal was never to date forever. That sums it up. Bye.
But wait! There's more!
Dating men is so draining, and I'd probably have better luck just dating women. So welcome back to another episode of my dating diaries. For starters, dating a girl isn't new to me. I do it quite often. And no, I'm not just dating her because men suck. She's actually attractive. And I've been dating this one girl for some time now, and I've got real feelings for her. She understands me more than any man has, and I think we've got something special. But she is a little complex, and sometimes irrational, and incredibly sensitive. But despite her flaws, I wouldn't trade her. But because she's really busy, I don't get to see her as much as I'd like to. But that's okay, because the weight of my heart is through gifts, and she gives really great gifts. But don't get it twisted. She holds me accountable and keeps me humble, but not in a way that makes me feel small. Plus, she validates my feelings, and I appreciate that. I do wish that we could have met sooner, but in all honesty, I don't think I would have been able to handle her back then. But I'm glad she's here at this point in my life. And while I'm still dating other people and looking for my future husband, my relationship with her proves that there is love in this world. And I can only hope that that future man, wherever he is on this planet, loves me with the same intensity and intentionality that she does. But until that man steps up to the plate, I guess I'm stuck dating girls. Bye. I think this man just left the date. He gets up and leaves. This has never happened to me. This entire date was super chaotic. Originally we were supposed to go downtown, but it started raining, so I said, you know what, let's just go to a local restaurant because I don't want to drive in the rain. I'm driving to the restaurant and boom, he hits me with a I'm running late text. I am about to go on a date, but I haven't been on a Hinge date in so long. I'm scared. My heart is pounding. Oh my god. Oh, please. That car was so ugly. I was praying. Instead of sitting in my car like an idiot, I decided to go in and sit at the bar and have me a little drinky. It felt like forever because he took so long to get there. But once he was there, we was having great conversation until he left me. He left me to go have a conversation with his baby mama. And I was just like, what? Turns out he did not leave the date. He actually did come back, y'all. And he had me smiling all night. And he had great energy. So I definitely will go out with him again.
In today's episode, we will be taking a look at and talking about, in very clinical terms, very common sense terms, we'll be taking a look at one Wisdom Sinclair. She is a professional dater, and fun fact, she is pansexual. I don't know that any of the subjects of her videos are aware, other than her female companion. I don't know if they're aware. But she says that she has transparency with the dates that she posts online and whatnot. And so, I saw it as a teachable moment, because, you must keep your head on a swivel in these perilous times and shit, and protect your bag and shit. A lot of these women are, she's doing it. She's going to get some type of monetary gain from posting these videos. She might be some sort of influencer, she looks like she's in the travel lifestyle. It's very different from Passport Bros and whatnot. Everything is designed to net her some ducats. She's all about the bag, from what I can see. She's very superficial. Back in the day, we used to call this being sedity or stuck up. I don't feel that way in the age I am now. I don't feel that way. I see her quite differently than I would when I was young. I remember when I was 15, I made the mistake of talking to a woman with her mindset. She had these huge boobs and this pug nose, all right? I'll never forget. I always think about this. She had this unnamed chick had these huge fucking boobs and this pug nose, and she looked like Phantom of the Opera, not Wisdom Sinclair. This is just an anecdote. But I had said something to her, like hello or something, and she looked around in an exaggerated fashion, and she said very loudly, "Oh, are you talking to me? I didn't even see you." And I was like right in front of her face. And I get that energy when I look at Wisdom Sinclair and whatnot. This is not a projection or anything. It's just making an analogy. I see her in that same echelon and whatnot because, I think she's okay looking. I don't think she's some great raving beauty. I've seen some show stopping women and shit, and those women don't have to make TikTok videos about their lifestyle. They don't do that. Okay, a lot of women that have the lifestyle she claims to have are living within the bounds of a non-disclosure agreement. All right, and I think she's some type of. She aspires to be a sugar baby, or she may be some sort of sugar baby, but not a top tier sugar baby and whatnot. So, like I said, she strikes me as rather plain, even when fully made up. Even when fully made up, and we know that that is not her hair on the head. And I don't understand why women do this, especially the women in the supposed black ethnic community. I don't know why they make videos putting on this makeup and whatnot, because you get to see everything that it takes to make them look just barely okay. Okay, she put on tons of makeup. I'm a creative and whatnot, and I've painted pictures of people before. I've airbrushed pictures of people and whatnot, and she's putting as much work into painting her face as I did in the past, airbrushing a photo from Jet magazine, or oil painting using watercolors. It's a whole process, and I don't think that in her best interest. If I was acquainted with her, I was like, I don't think you should post those. I don't think you should post those videos. Now, you're not going to get the guy you want by posting those heavily made up pictures. I saw my first sugar baby in 1988 or 89. More like I think it was 88 and whatnot. And she was used for a specific purpose and whatnot. And I see that this woman has a passport, and I see that she has some travel videos there. I didn't see if she was going to Dubai and whatnot, but I would not put it past her. But she has struggle beauty, a struggle barely there, basic beauty and whatnot, without the makeup and her wig, and her clothing and her swag and whatnot. You wouldn't look at her twice, okay? You wouldn't look at her twice and whatnot. Later in life, I would meet women like this and have no response to them. It would enrage these women and shit. They would go out of their way to try to get some kind of emotional response out of me, or some kind of anger or something. They wanted something from me and whatnot, up to and including actually sleeping with me and putting out all the bells and whistles. I can tell you all the women that were angry at me for ignoring them. And let's put this in perspective. I grew up non-select as defined by art. I want to be clear about something. I want to be 100% transparent, clear, and honest. And when I feel that this is sexist, okay? And she gives off a predatory vibe, okay? Economically speaking, maybe otherwise as well, since she is pansexual, and I doubt that a section of the men know that she is pansexual. Why not? She's actively dating another woman while dating this man that says that she is looking, for her husband, her future husband, in hopes that he will be as loving and caring and understanding as, the woman she's dating, whatnot. All right? If that doesn't scream predatory dating or hypergamous criminality, I don't know what does and whatnot. You really do need to protect your bag, kings. Okay, this is the woman that's marrying up. Okay, she's looking for somebody with tangibles and assets. She said it herself that she is only attracted to successful men because at the end of the day, she's thinking to that golden parachute, that she's going to get for getting out of this relationship. And even if that doesn't work out, she can keep this guy in her Rolodex for future allegation or something, that, he groomed her, he essayed her or something. He was overly masculine or something. He was toxically masculine. It was something. She's going to get something. She has I'm going to get something for my whole mindset. And I think that's dangerous. And, going forward, shit, this is, the middle of summer, it's 2024, shit. And I think that it would be irresponsible of me to put out this commentary and just, talk about her looks and everything and shit, which I find mid and whatnot, but she can go to Pound Town like 2 or 3 times before she becomes insufferable to the point of distraction. Okay? And I think that in the future, we should, men should take their presentation into consideration when dealing with them and move accordingly and shit. We've seen that most of her presentation is a facade. Okay, she works hard to get her appearance up, and she looks like she's in good shape and everything, but you don't know what her body count is and whatnot. And I think that in this modern day and age and whatnot, since she's being so forthright about her dating practices and everything, I think that anyone dealing with her or women like her would not be out of pocket to ask for them to have an STI panel, right? And you can do a simple background check of most people with Google, okay? Google is a great resource for finding things out about people and shit. You can discover if they have, multiple aliases and whatnot. And you can discover their financial status. It's very easy to do things like that. And I would advise it, okay? My 3 points at the end of the video. But I'm just saying, looking at this woman, and unlike some of you, me being a creative and all, and thinking with a certain mindset, a very empathetic mindset, a very empathic mindset and whatnot, taking things into consideration, but I'm thinking slowly about, the other men out there, the young kings, think about their welfare and their safety and whatnot. And when I look at her, I don't see her as she appears. I see her as she is. I see her sans the makeup, sans the wig, sans the clothing, and I can hear what she's saying and whatnot. And I know how to read between the lines and whatnot. It's basically she's a low level. She's a prostitute's mindset and whatnot. Okay. She's not looking for true love and whatnot. She's, dating is her job. Okay, and I'm not talking about this blog that she runs, this dating diary. I think it's ill-advised that, she wants to move in certain circles because, 1%ers of people where she wants to go, they have their ducks in a row. But she wouldn't get near them and whatnot. She would be used very leisurely, That she would do the walk of shame. She's not staying over the night, okay? When she stays over the night, she gets a call back. It's from a guy that's below 40 grand a year, all right? It's the guy she's gonna use for validation when, the men where she wants to be ignore her, okay? All right. This is no knock on anybody's hustle or how much money they make a year or any of that nonsense. This is no knock on that. Okay, you're just being realistic, right? You're listening to what she says. You're understanding and you're responding the way you should when you're dealing with someone that has an employee mindset. Instead of being more organic. Okay. I mean, the more we, get along in life, we realize that, men are more organic about their romantic entanglements, I guess you would say. Okay? The women that complain about men doing things, the Chads and the Tyrones and everything. The women that are complaining about that, they were mad that they were dealing with men with a similar mindset, men that their forebears raised, and put out on the street for them. Okay? Now, men of means, men of distinction are not going to engage with someone that is an insurance and security liability. And sorry to say, even though, she's talking about something as simple as going on dates, hooking up with an unspecified number of men, and she isn't covertly dating a woman that she professes affection for, a woman who is also her sugar mother, according to her. I doubt that, I doubt a great portion of that. Despite all that, despite everything that she's told us, that or every last point she's made has been a red flag. I'm simply telling you, okay? I'm simply telling you, get the information, get the information you need to make an informed decision about if you're going to deal with this type of woman, and how you're going to deal with this type of woman, and what boundaries you're going to set up. You're going to need some real strong boundaries. You're going to have a strong character with this woman. And I would advise you not to take her on any significant date, unless she's already slept with you. Okay, don't go on a date unless she's already dropped her drawers on in the Airbnb or something. Okay, don't take her to your fucking house, because people be scheming and shit. That's why I tell you, keep your head on a swivel. Okay, so I'm looking at this female, and she's mid, and she has she seems insufferable verbally and shit, hard to listen to for an extended period of time. I'm going to rate her 2 White Castle boxes.
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3K's inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the Black Patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Say, why don't you pick on somebody your own disposition?
Oh, please, Mr. Barroom Brawler. Don't hurt me or anything like that.